Hey guys, we are here today to look at this new DuoMount by Apps. Here there's some new design elements that may be incorporated. There's the mount you can see on the back. It fits into your CD player and it opens up to secure itself in place. On the top they have a cool, I guess, ball and socket system. It allows you to move these balls where you want it to. They have an offset joint here so that it can spread out along the axis. 2 magnets here. You can fit 2 phones or 1 iPad. We'll test it out shortly to see how good they are with several phones. Unfortunately, my iPad case won't allow us to do that. Also in the package, we have some metal plates that were provided for this demo. We have some square plates or rectangle plates and some round plates. So first up, we'll install the unit. Slides into our CD player. This is a stock CD player on a Toyota Camry. We'll turn the screw till we have some resistance and check. Doesn't come out. There's a little bit of play, but it's within normal. Should be weighted down by the phones anyway. Okay. Next, we will install a plate. 1 plate here into an OtterBox case. We're gonna go the hardest possible, and it's metal plate inside of the hard case with an iPhone 6. Snap down the plastic, and then we'll put it inside the neoprene. So we've got almost like 2 cases in one. Let's check out whether or not this thing will hold up. The magnet is strong enough. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's on there. It's pretty good. Doesn't move. I think you kind of have to find the sweet spot right where the plate is, and it'll be extra strong. We'll move this one out to the side. The next case we have is the Urban Armor Gear UAG case. We'll stick the other plate on there. It's another good test of a case because this actually has a raised middle surface here, so you're not getting a flush mount to the magnet. Put the metal plate in. Put the phone into the case. You can see where the plate is. Sticks on there pretty well. Both phones aren't moving around. It's pretty good. You can angle each phone over to where you want it to show, or you can have one for each person if that's what you want. Pretty good. Blocks a little bit of the radio, but it's okay. We control it with our steering wheel controls anyway. I can actually see both phones if I angle it correctly. Not that I should be doing anything while I'm driving, but you know, sometimes you have a call or you're checking your GPS. In this case, my car doesn't have a GPS, but I use my phone for that anyways. So try and take off and run over some speed bumps along the way or something else and see how it goes. Okay, so we're about ready to go. We're gonna run over some train tracks, try to run over some really bad terrain just to see how well it holds up with 2 phones in some pretty thick cases. All right.
In case you didn't know, this is 92.7 Our Revolution.
And we'll drive a little bit crazy just to see how badly we can shake these phones. The way I have it set up here, both phones perfectly the way I need to see them. No glare comes off of them. You know, it's right now about 11:30 in the morning. Oh, look, I can answer the phone. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me? What's up? I'd like it for you. The plumber was saying that he replaced the disk tube for the overflow bubble,
All right, so railroad tracks, or Muni tracks. In this case, we're in San Francisco, but I'll hit some railroad tracks. Don't worry. Oh, actually, let's go this way. Get some more rougher terrain in a minute. So as you can see, we had a phone call, and usually my phones are down here, or if it was up here, I'd be reaching. It's actually right, perfect spot. It's pretty much replacing my radio controls, which, not that it matters, but it's just the right reach and just the right everything for me to get to. We are off on our way to go run over some really bad road, and we'll see how this works. Alright, here's some really rough ground. See how it goes. Yes, I'm intentionally driving crazy. Don't get car sick if you're watching this. But yeah, it seems to be holding up pretty good. Driving over railroad tracks, and you can see that the big phone with the single layer case is not going anywhere. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. Oh yeah. Okay, you have an otter case, maybe that's not too recommended, or you need like a bigger metal plate, but as it is, it's performing pretty well. Our cameraman here is laughing like crazy because he's thinking this is like real world testing. But yeah, we'll go back over it again, and I'm quite impressed with this. Okay, so here's the phone that came off of here. You saw us put the case on with the metal plate inside too. To be fair, I will take out the metal plate from the internal plastic. We want to give this thing a fair shot. So we take it out, put the plastic case on. It's all secure. Metal plate goes into the rubber case now. Really see how this works. Just for transparency's sake, I kind of like to do the extreme ultimate testing first, and then we really see how this reacts. Okay, so it's back on. Single layer now. Lock solid. I mean, it doesn't move. Neither of the phones move when it's just a single layer. Obviously it can go a little bit, but you know, I'm pretty much beating on them and they're not going anywhere. So I'm gonna start this drive again a little bit, and the cameraman's giggling with delight because we're running over some really bad road here, and yeah, the phones are not going anywhere. Turning around. I don't think my car was designed for this, but it's all good, dude. It's for science. Yeah, they're not going anywhere unless I move it like that. Right, here we go, some railroad tracks and some semi-crazy driving coming up. Oh yeah. Take it out of that inner case for the otter box, and it's holding up like a champ. Look at that. Feels like a giant slalom. Woo. Yeah, it's solid. It's solid. Yeah. We're calming down because there's some cops up here, but I think that's a pretty good test of how everything went. We went over a bunch of uneven railroad tracks, uneven pavement surfaces, Muni tracks, Locks on solid. You got a single layer case. This is an OtterBox. This is a raised surface plastic UAG case with the rectangular plates, and it's locked in unless I hit it or I flip this car over, which ain't happening. I like this product.